But it won't work. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me know in the chat box below how you guys are feeling. As you guys know, this is our morning dedication call. We're gonna be going ahead and getting this thing started right now. Take your screenshots, drop it in the Telegram chat if you haven't already. But I'm very, very excited. I don't know if y'all see it, but the energy is definitely there on my behalf. I'm very, very blessed and grateful to be here on this call. So let me know in the chat box below how you guys are doing. Let me know in the chat box below as well what you're personally grateful for. And we're going to go ahead and get this thing started in like the next 2 minutes. I know time to be with you. I know time to be with you. I got to think, I got no time to be with you. I got way too I think it might be dead. Trying to see if I can get some better lighting over here, but I don't think it's too bad. We good. We good. We good. Blessing to you and yours. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. What's good? What's good? So if you haven't already, let me know in the chat box below. Something that you're grateful for, you guys. I'm gonna personally go first. I'm gonna steal this from my guy Manny. We used to actually do this early on. I think everybody in their teams and communities used to do this. And I just kind of stopped along the way. So for some reason, I don't know. But I'm personally very, very extremely grateful. For some of you guys know, I've actually been going through a lot, what I'm saying? Life been hidden, what I'm saying? Family, stuff like that. And, at the end of the day, like I feel like being in part of this business and developing and doing the things that I've done in the past 4 years, it kind of built me up to where it is that I am now, to where certain things that really used to that I like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, like I don't know where I would be right now if I lost my grandmother and going through the things that I'm going through now 4 years ago. Like without the development that I've gained in this business, without the relationships and the connections that I've made, like I don't know where I would be, like I'm in this business right now and I'm literally in Alabama working with Kayla. And if it wasn't for this business, like I don't know where I'd be right now, grieving and going through the things that I'm going through. I probably wouldn't even have the intention to move forward. If I was still working at Amazon and doing DoorDash and Instacart, I probably would have just been like, forget everything. What am I doing all of this for? So I kind of gained like a strong sense of purpose, and that's one thing that I'm extremely grateful for. I'm grateful for you guys, the calls that we did yesterday, and just being able to pour value into you guys is something that kind of motivates me every single day. But today we're going to go ahead and talk about limiting procrastination. I woke up today and there was a couple of different topics that I wanted to talk about. And I feel like right now this is the point in time because everything that I'm doing now, it's making me feel good. Like I have recorded 2 YouTube videos today. Like that's not. I typically like it. I record a video and it takes me forever to put it out. Video probably will never get dropped. I recorded 2 YouTube videos today. On top of me recording two YouTube videos today, yesterday, I recorded and dropped, like I posted like 3 times on Instagram yesterday. I was very consistent and I trained y'all and I hosted 2 meetings with people in South Africa that's looking to be a part of the travel club. So it's like I've been doing the damn thing, you know what I'm saying? And all it took was me to kind of get to a mindset of like, all right, boom, I'm done procrastinating. I'm done procrastinating. I'm finna do what I gotta do so that I could get to where it is that I want to be sooner. So I'm actually dropping a video on Instagram, and I'm actually gonna be talking about I'm actually gonna be talking about, a pit like the thing that I say all the time, a penny in the jar a day. All right, a penny in a jar a day. And I feel like it's very clear and precise based off of what we're going to talk about, and it gives you a great understanding of how to stop procrastinating when you change your perspective and you change the way that you're actually looking at reaching your goal, right? Before you just decide, okay, right? How many of you guys ever saved money before? Drop a one in the chat. If you ever had like a goal or a desire and you're like, I'm going to save money, right? I'm going to save money. Most of the money saving goals have a goal behind it. It's not just like, oh, I want to go to my job, right? I want to go to my job. I want to take this money that I worked hard for and I just want to throw it over here and not touch it. That's not the goal. That's what you're doing, but that's not the goal. It's not, oh, I want to work my butt off so I can take the money that I'm working for and just leave it over here. Like you just sit right there. No, the goal is I'm gonna let this money sit right here so I don't spend it recklessly so that I could buy that house, so that I could buy that car. Whatever the case may be, it has a goal behind it. That makes sense? So when we have goals, we already know what we want. And the only thing in between us reaching that goal is consistency, work ethic, and effort, right? Consistency, work ethic, and effort. And so those are the things that people procrastinate. People procrastinate the effort, they procrastinate the work. And so the goal gets further and further out of reach. The penny a day in a jar is just a mindset to help you guys understand that if you do what you need to do consistently back to back, you'll get there. But the longer you procrastinate the penny in the jar, in 100 days, you won't have $1. It's that simple. I feel like sometimes we overcomplicate, even myself. The videos, the content that I recorded yesterday, I'm like, bro, like I could have been doing this. Like I could have been doing this for the past 6 months and imagine where I would be right now, But sometimes we got to get out of our environment. That's what I believe it really was. I had to get out of my environment. Sometimes we're in environments that keep us comfortable. We're around people that don't challenge us to change, right? I told Kayla when I was like, yo, look, I'm finna come out there and we finna grind. I didn't just I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I did that selfishly. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. And that's why I love being a mentor, because I could be selfish and it still helps everybody else. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna come out there and I'm gonna grind with you. And it was because one, I want to help her. And what does me helping Kayla do? Helps me, helps my business. Right? What does me helping Kayla do? I help Kayla make more money. Kayla is an even bigger testimony to me. They like, dang, he really helped her do this. Right? And beyond me helping her to help myself, like the real selfishness, I was like, yo, I need to get out of my environment and I need to put myself in an environment where it's gonna challenge me. Right? Kayla came in late from work last night and I woke up early and I'm loud and everything and I'm doing what I gotta do because at the end of the day, I am you know what I'm saying? What's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? I'm the example, right? We both didn't go to, I was up when she got in. We both was up. We ate breakfast at 2 in the morning. But I gotta be the example that this is what it takes. So I put myself in an environment where I'm like, yo, I gotta, I'm like, how I look. We locked in together and I'm sleeping in until 12. How I look. I look crazy. You like, that's not a great example. So I put myself in an environment where I was going to be forced to do more, do more consistently, and lead by example. You feel what I'm saying? So sometimes, again, we have to put ourselves in environments that's going to challenge us to change. That's why showing up to these calls are important, because you're kind of holding yourself accountable. Like, and then I used to think about it like, yo, I would hate for my mentor to drop a Zoom link and I'm not the first person there. Right? I would hate for him to do a call and see that I'm not there and not notice me. in the chat, not notice me in the participants. So that was another thing that was challenge that was like forcing my change, that was challenging me to grow. So let's get to the point. Procrastination. I want to give you guys 5 key points that will help you limit procrastination. Right. And you guys might have heard me say some of these things, but again, if it's something that you might be hearing over and over again and you still not where you want to be, it's something that you're not getting from it. It's something that you're missing, something that you're not understanding, or something that you're not implementing. Because honestly speaking, if everybody was doing their part, y'all probably be doing this call right now with your own community, with your own team, whatever the case may be. Right? So drop a one in the chat if y'all ready, if y'all locked in with me. All right? Drop one in the chat if y'all ready and y'all locked in with me. What's good, Instagram? For to talk about procrastination, educating my community on procrastination, giving them some value. All right. So the first thing I want to give you guys, the first key point of procrastination is break task into smaller steps. And this is something that is very, very vital in what we do. I didn't set goals when I was working my job. I had a goal. My goal was get rich. That was the goal. I woke up, I'm like, yo, I gotta get rich. I gotta get rich. I gotta get rich. I gotta give up. I gotta change my life. I gotta retire my woman. That was the goal. It was so far fetched because I didn't have anything that was gonna give me the control to say, this is what I'm gonna make tomorrow. I already knew what I was making. I wasn't in control of that. So when you jump into trading and entrepreneurship, you're in control. Like you could either make some money or make no money. You can either have some success or have no success. You are in complete control. And I love that because the more I do, I know the more I'll be able to get. So when it comes down to setting goals and when it comes down to having goals, you have to take action to reach the goal. And what you don't want to think about is the massive action, right? So many people would never be able to save a dollar with the penny a day because they're so busy thinking about the dollar. Oh, well, for 100 days, I'm gonna have to save a dollar. For 100 days, I'm gonna have to save a dollar. A penny. For 100 days, I'm gonna have to save a penny. For 100 days, I'm gonna have to save a penny. What about today? What can be done today? Today is the only thing that matters. So I want you to take this thing one day at a time. And within that one day, break it up even smaller. 4 quarters in a day. What can I do within this time to get to where it is that I want to be? So you want to break tasks up into smaller steps. So you want to understand that large tasks can feel overwhelming and it will lead to procrastination. When you think about something a week from now, a week worth of work, when are you ever going to get started? Probably never, right? Oh, I got to write this 15-page paper. If you don't take that thing paragraph by paragraph, it's 4 to 5 paragraphs in a page. Feel what I'm saying? You do 4, you're like, boom, let me focus on paragraphs. And you knock out 1 page, and then you focus on more paragraphs. You knock out another page, right? So you want to not focus on the larger task. You want to focus on breaking the task up into smaller increments. Okay. So with this, you want to like every bigger thing. Like if you look at something that kind of stresses you out, see how you could break it down. Right? That makes sense. If you look at something that's like, oh, this is going to be a lot of work. See how you could break it down. And once you break it down and you start to knock out the smaller tasks, you start to build flow and momentum. Yesterday, I was looking at this like, dang, I got a whole content schedule for the next 7 days. I looked at that thing, I'm like, ugh. I said, Kayla, all right, get the whiteboard and let's just write down today, write down day one, and then write down day two. And we just gonna take this thing day by day. And then I'm taking it bullet point by bullet point. Let me knock out this video. Okay, cool. I got that video done. Let me knock out the next video. I'm not thinking about, oh, I gotta create 6 videos today. No, I'm taking this thing video by video by video, right? So the next thing I want to talk about is use the 2-minute rule. This is something that I still right now have to implement, right? So the 2-minute rule is if a task can be completed in 2 minutes or less, do it immediately. Do it immediately. This prevents small tasks from actually piling up. How many of you guys ever struggle with that? Like it's little things that I know that I could get done, but I don't do it. And then it's at the end of the day and I'm like, damn, it was 1 dish in the sink. Now I got a sink full of dishes. It was 1 dish in the sink. Now I got a sink full of dishes. This could have took me 2 minutes to complete washing this one bowl, and now I got to spend 30 minutes washing 40 bowls, 20 spoons, 10 plates. Like, dog, why did I let this pile up? So you want to use the 2 minute rule. If it can be done in 2 minutes, get it done. The benefit is it eliminates buildup. And buildup creates even more stress, even more confusion, even more, it takes up even more time, right? The third thing I want to talk about is set clear deadlines. Set clear deadlines. Open-ended or vague timelines often lead to procrastination. You ever heard somebody say, man, just get it to me when you can? You loan somebody some money and you say that, yo, just give it back to me when you can. You will never get that money back. How many of y'all know that? How many of y'all have experienced that? Yo, bro, don't worry about it. Here, I got you, brother. Just give it to me when you can. And then you start to realize, like, okay, it's been 2 weeks. Okay, it's been a month. You know, like, hey, whenever you want to give it back to me, whenever you want to give it back to me, you know, it's been a year. I could really use it right about now. You have not set a clear deadline. You must set clear deadlines on the task, on your goals, so that you can hold yourself accountable. Because if you just leave it up there in the air, it's just out there in the air. It probably will never come down. It's up and stuck. Okay. So action, you want to assign firm deadlines to each task or set up or a set of a project, right? Even if it's like self-imposed, like you got to do it. Like I challenge myself to do this little, it'd be the dumbest things. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. When I was a kid, I used to play a song and I used to be like, I used to challenge myself. I'm like, okay, by the time this song ends, like my mom would be like, Josh, if you want to go, I got one of my childhood friends on my Instagram live right now. I used to ask my mom like, Mark, could I go outside with Denzel? Could I go hang out with Denzel? And my mom would be like, yeah, your room got to be clean. I would play a song and I'd be like, let's see how fast I clean up before the song ends. Let's see how fast I clean up before the song ends. Right? Set timers, challenge yourself to get it done. Because if you have no challenge, if there's nothing, if there's no pressure, nothing's gonna come from it. Sometimes you gotta put pressure on yourself and your goals to get a result, right? Sometimes you gotta like, and then entrepreneurship business. Like I'm telling y'all, like shout out to Carnisha, shout out to Anuni, shout out to Kayla in the room, right? Shout out to anybody that's been doing this for over a month, 2 months, 3 months, because this is not easy. You are your own boss in this space. Yeah, Josh can tell you do this, do that, do this, do that. But it's you that you got to make a conscious decision. If you're going to wake up, if you're going to look at the chart, if you're going to do the call, if you're going to invite people, if you go, it's a personal decision that you got to make, right? To do it over a long period of time and not have nobody telling you what to do. This is why most people fail in business and entrepreneurship, because they grew up, their parents told them what to do. They went to high school, they went to elementary, they was told what to do. They went to high school, was told what to do. They got a job and was told what to do. And now they like, yo, I'm tired of being told what to do, but they don't know how to tell themselves what to do and listen to it. Understand, you guys, listening to yourself is a habit that you have to develop. Some people tell themselves all the time, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I want this, I want that. And they don't listen to themselves and they build a subconscious habit of not listening to themselves. And then you start to say you're going to do certain things and you don't even end up believing yourself. I got there. I've done that. I'm like, Josh, stop making promises to other people and to yourself that you cannot keep. Stop making promises to yourself and other people that you cannot keep. So now it's like I try not to even agree to things if I don't know for sure that I'm gonna be able to do it. Right? So again, we are born and we are developed into it's like a baby making that transition from being fed to feeding themselves. You got to go from being told what to do to now holding yourself accountable and doing it and telling yourself to do it and doing it. There's a transition that you have to make, and it has to be a non-negotiable. Okay? Because if you can't listen to yourself, when will somebody ever listen to you? How many of y'all want to be a boss? Oh my goodness. Somebody screen record that. I'm going to say this one more time, right? How many of y'all want to be a boss? Drop a one in the chat. How many of y'all want to be a leader? How many of y'all want to be successful? How many of y'all want to be that person? Right? How many of y'all want to delegate tasks? You don't want to be the person doing all of the hard work in your business. You don't want to be the only person building your success. People got to listen to you if you want to be successful. The president, people got to listen to them. The CEO, people got to listen to them. The manager, people got to listen to them. But you cannot expect people to listen to you if you don't even listen to yourself. You can't expect to wake up and go out there and build a business of hundreds of thousands of people if you can't even wake up and listen to yourself, knowing what you want and knowing what you need to do to get what you want, and you still are not doing it. You can't expect people to wake up and say, oh, I'm going to listen to Carnisha. You can't expect that of nobody, right? You can't expect nobody to follow, like, and understand, you guys, it's a cause and effect to it, right? If you don't listen to yourself, follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me. If you don't listen to yourself, you're not gonna get the results that you want, right? So it's like steps to this. So I want y'all to like picture, if you don't listen to yourself, you don't get what you want. If you don't get what you want, you don't got the success. And then some people try to break off and then go lead and build a business of other people and try to get these people to listen to them, but they have not gotten any success yet. So these people are like, why should I listen to you? You obviously not even listening to what you telling me to do. They missing step two. How am I supposed to listen to you? And you not even listening to yourself. You telling me to do this and this is gonna get me here. I don't even see the results that you have. And then I'm be honest, what happens is they might listen to you for a little bit, but then your influence dies down when they don't see progress within themselves and within you. Influence dies down when they don't see progress. I've experienced this. So the sooner you tell yourself what to do and you follow what you need to do, the sooner you'll get the success, and everybody will follow you and listen to you because you obviously know what you're talking about and you obviously walk it like you talk it. Okay? So next point, next point, next point, next point. So set clear deadlines, right? Set those quick deadlines, right? And take an action on it. 4, eliminate distractions. Eliminate distractions. I had this written on my dresser, right? I got like a laminated. I don't know what it's called, but I was able to write dry erase and I was able to erase it. And it didn't mess up my dresser. It wasn't like no regular wooden dresser. It had like a clear glossy coat over it. So I would write dry. I wrote my whole team out on my dresser when I was like really like in it early on. Like everybody's name was on my dresser. Whoever needed to pay their monthly fee was right there. All of the people who was next to the next rank was right there. All of that. Who needed to launch, who needed to make money, all of that was on my dresser. I woke up and I seen it every morning. And at the top of my dresser, it was a question. I want y'all to write this question down, right? It was a question. The question was, what are you choosing to feed today? What are you choosing to feed today? Every day you got to eat, right? And every day these two things are going to eat. One of the two are going to eat. Are you going to feed your focus or are you going to feed your distractions? And that's the decision that I will make every morning that I woke up. I will wake up and I'll pick up my phone and I'll start scrolling on social media and I'll look at my dresser and be like, I'm feeding my distractions. I'm feeding my distractions. I lean back, about to turn the TV on, look at my dresser. I'm feeding my distractions. You have to make a conscious decision to feed your focus. You have to eliminate the distractions. I deleted apps because they was too distraction. Like it got so bad to where I would just scroll on Instagram. I would literally download Instagram every morning to make my post, delete it, re-download Instagram in the afternoon to post again, delete it, re-download Instagram at night. Because I would literally swipe up and type in Instagram and search it to get on Instagram, and the app would not be there. And I'd be like, damn. That's how much I was like in a habit of randomly all throughout the day, spending random 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes on Instagram. I went out of my way to starve my distractions. You got to starve your distractions. that person in your life that always want to do things that's not propelling you but setting you back. Hey, I love you, bro, but I gotta block you for a month. I hope we could still be friends after. I hope we could still be cool. Smoking, drinking. I told myself, I'm like, yo, look, I'd rather smoke a blunt. Right? I don't smoke, y'all, but this was my mindset. I'd rather smoke a blunt, right? Or do whatever, drink liquor on the beach in a hammock with millions of dollars flowing into my bank account regardless, opposed to doing it in my current state and situation. What do I have to celebrate right now? I look at smoking and drinking as like a celebratory thing. It's not a necessity. It's not water. It's not food. You don't need it to survive. So it's like I used to challenge myself, and I used to look at little. And this is no offense to anybody and whatever y'all doing. I'm not. I'm just telling y'all my own personal things. Like don't take this as, oh, Josh. No, I'm not trying. I'm not saying this personally towards you. Do whatever it is that you personally want to do. But I literally starved everything that wasn't feeding my focus and feeding my goals. All right. I starved it all. I'm like, yo, look, I can't afford to put more into this. Right. I know a lot of people that got bad smoking habits. And I say bad because of their current situation. I know people who spend their last $40 on weed, on cigarettes, whatever the case may be. And it's like, but then you get high. This was why I used to I smoked before, y'all, right? This is no surprise. I smoked before, right? And what I noticed was whenever I indulged in those activities, everybody would have the best ideas, best mindset. Like me and my homies, we'd be talking about all of the most great things. And then we'd be back, we'd be high. We'd be high, like on this high horse. This is what we gonna do. This, all the goals and dreams is there. And then we get low, and everybody just go back to being low. And it's like, yo, like, when are we gonna turn this into a reality? Right? When are we gonna turn these dreams into reality? And I realized that if I kept feeding into this is a distraction. We're not doing it. We're not productive here. We're not making things happen here. Nothing is happening. Y'all, can y'all tell them to stop? Like, okay, I get it. We get it. We get it. We get it. You're at work. It's okay. It's fine. Okay. The recording will be dropped. But I had to realize what I was putting time and energy into and how and if it was really even benefiting me. So I want you to do this, you guys. I want you to do a T chart. I told y'all to do this before. I don't know if some of y'all heard this. All right. I would draw a T chart, right? And on one side of the T chart, school taught me something. It taught me something, y'all. I would do a T chart, right? And on one side of the T chart, I would write out my main goals. Like, this is what I want. 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 And then I will write down my main distractions. Social media. Maybe it's girls for some of y'all. Maybe it's men. Maybe it's this. Maybe it's that. Whatever the case may be. Write those distractions down. And I want you to look at those and compare. Is this distraction more important than my goal? This one isn't. Scratch it out. I gotta starve it. Is this distraction more important? Nope. I gotta starve it. I gotta starve it. I gotta starve it. And then you just start to make a conscious decision to eliminate the things that are distracting you. And it don't gotta be forever. Understand, the sooner you got passive income flowing in, the sooner you can do whatever that you want to do. Like I'm at a point right now where I don't gotta go to work. I could really do whatever I want to do. But I didn't build up so many good habits. Those distractions don't even excite me anymore. Those distractions don't even fulfill me anymore. It's like, go back and drink liquor for what? like, I'm high of God. What do I gotta smoke for? Like, I don't. It's not a necessity. I don't have to. But if I want to, I could. And it ain't gonna be detrimental because I put in so much groundwork that what I've done and what I have already is done. Nobody could take it from me at this point. Can't take my trading knowledge. Me drinking liquor ain't gonna stop me looking at a chart. Me going out and going on a date ain't gonna. I still get paid every Friday. Still get paid every Friday. It's okay. I'll get it back. I still could get into the market tomorrow. Now, when you start to feed into some of those distractions, it's not as detrimental as it is when you're in the early stages trying to build up the skill and the knowledge and the ability. Does this make sense? Are y'all following me, or did I lose y'all with some of my real life conversation? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not trying to I'm not coming at nobody. I'm just making this very relatable. Like I hate when people come up and they speak and they act like this perfect human being and they act like they don't got they we ain't all going through things and indulging into things that ain't helping us. I've been there, right? So eliminate those distractions. You want to turn off notifications, block certain websites, right? Create a clean and dedicated workspace, right? Kayla got a real fire workspace over here. It's so dope. Her big TV right here, and then she got like a monitor, two monitors of her whiteboard with her goals on it. Y'all see it in the back, whiteboard with her goals on it, and it's like ducked off in the corner. So it's like she gotta break her neck to look at the TV if the TV on. She can't even look out a window over here. Like it's such a focused workspace. Like I'm jealous. Like I'm jealous. It's fire, right? Like set. Like I know it's one individual. Her name is Stormy Wellington. No, not Stormy Wellington. Her name is Lisa Nicholson. Lisa Nicholson. Her workspace was her closet. She cleaned out her entire closet and would bring her laptop and answer calls in her closet so that she could stay focused. So I want y'all to really think about it. Some of y'all like, man, I don't got an office space. I get too distracted. Think about that closet that just got a bunch of stuff in it that you really could just lock yourself into and focus. No window, no outside distractions. No, like kids might not even know where you are. Like, why is mom in the closet? It's probably gonna take a long time before they be like, mom is in the closet. Mom is in the closet, like that's where she goes during the day, the closet. That's your office, right? It's whatever you make it. But you got to set the environment again for focus, for dedicated action. Okay. So the last thing I want to talk about is use time blocks, right? Working in focused time blocks, right? I told y'all about the Pomodoro technique, right? 25 minutes of work followed by 5 minutes of a break. This is going to help you maintain focus without a burnout. So you want to set a timer for 25 minutes, work on one task, take a 5 minute chill break, right? Repeat the cycle and get back to it, right? I tell people all the time, don't go sit down watching videos in the trading course for 2 hours. That's crazy. I can't do that. I can't do that. I'm going to lose focus and I'm not perceiving the information the same way. So, you guys, the goal was to be on this call for 30 minutes, and we've reached 35 minutes. So, I hope you guys gain value from this morning dedication call. I'm going to drop an Instagram reel following this meeting, and I would appreciate it if all of you guys, went, watched it, share, show love, even drop some of your takeaways from this call on that reel. And, I'm going to try, like, I'm not trying, right? Sorry. Y'all didn't call it. I called it. I'm not giving nobody $5, right? But me and my lead, my mentees, we got a little thing to where if we use that T word and somebody else call it out first, you got to get them $5. So, we don't use that word. I already, you see, you're late, you're late, you're late, you're late. But I'm working to be able to kind of keep doing this, morning dedication calls, I feel like are very like calm, good meeting and call that's not just like trading stress. That's not really just building a business stress. And it's like a very neutral call to where we could kind of come together and just like talk about personal development and growth and different perspective of things. So I appreciate you guys for joining in. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. I hope this call was able to give you some fire to attack the day with a lot of energy and intention. But I'll see you guys in the chats and I'll see you guys in the rest of the calls for the day. Have a great rest of your day. We are out.